Did you know that this Howe Bridge project is a 6-lane cable-stayed bridge? Among these 6 lanes, 3 each will be traveling to the US and Canada. It would have inspection plazas on both sides. How amazing is that? It also includes a brand new 3-kilometer link in the city of Detroit to the I-75 freeway. But looks like we have a piece of bad news for you guys. According to the financial analyst, the completion of this bridge is scheduled for August 2025 due to the delay caused by the global COVID-19 pandemic. However, the hustle for the construction is still on. Sadly enough, the construction company had to pay a hefty price for each day's delay, even though they were nowhere to blame. Hey there, I hope you all are doing fine. In today's video, we will be looking at the massive project undertaken majorly by the Canadian government to connect US and Canada. The bridge construction projects and the goals kept in mind are surely a great step in improving transportation, boosting economic growth, and creating regional links. But among all other things, the most important thing is that it provides a massive business opportunity. On top of that, everyone is aware of the fact that bridges make a lot of money with the toll revenue collected from the passengers using the road. Just think of the fact that how profitable it would be to join 2 of the most influential nations in the world. Some of the most crucial infrastructural pieces in the American region are the 2 bridges, one that connects Windsor and Canada, and the other that connects Detroit and USA. These structures are so very important that a kind of competition arose to come up with the best one. And now, the moment has come to talk about the bridge that has extended the bounds of engineering, none other than the Gordie Howe Bridge. After its completion, it will be known as the 5th longest cable-stayed bridge in the world, and within North America, the longest cable-stayed bridge. Previously, it was scheduled to be completed by the end of 2024, but the onset of COVID-19 has pushed the date to August 2025. As said before, once it becomes functional, it will be able to offer several facilities such as better network connectivity, more capacity, improved border procedures, and lastly, the ability to expand trading between both countries. Everyone is aware of the fact that the largest trading partnership in the world is between the United States and Canada, which is worth $664 billion. Last year, Canada beat China as the country having the biggest trade relation with the United States. If we talk about Detroit and Windsor, they are responsible for over $300 million alone. And you know what? This is not their monthly earnings. Rather, goods worth this much money are transported on a daily basis within the 2 cities. With the increase in demand with the passing of time, this route became the busiest commerce route, with 18,500 vehicles passing per day in 2016. This route is expected to have over 26,500 vehicles by 2025. But now, the Gordie Howe Bridge will provide an orderly flow of people, goods, and vehicles between the United States and Canada. Along with it, it will provide new crossings, highway-to-highway links, and updated border processing facilities. No doubt, this is going to be one of the greatest projects in the history of Canada. Keeping beside the benefits discussed before, it will also boost the course of transportation between some of the cities such as Quebec, Ontario, and Eastern Canada. This project comes with a lot of job opportunities. It is going to support the local economy by adding not less than 2,500 vacancies. This bridge is being built by the Canadian government, but along with the partnership of a private company, the Windsor-Detroit Bridge Authority, and Bridging North America. The governments of Canada and Michigan will hold the ownership publicly. The design of this bridge was proposed nearly 20 years ago. This bridge is named after one of the most famous personalities in Canada, Mr. Gordie Howe, a renowned ice hockey player. Within his total span of a career, he was with Detroit Red Wings for 25 years. However, unfortunately, he could not live to see the bridge and passed away 2 years prior to the construction of the bridge. In the beginning, this bridge project was conceived and began as the Detroit River International Crossing in 2004. The approval for this bridge construction was availed in 2007 and 2008. Initially, It was thought to be finished by the year 2016, but the construction got delayed due to a serious problem. Canada rejected the $550 million allocation. Finally, in 2012, Canada's federal government agreed to fund the bridge and let out $25 million for the purchase of land on the side of Detroit. The next year itself, Michigan also got permission from the U.S. Department of State to build the bridge, and consequently, the Windsor-Detroit Bridge Authority was appointed for this job. 3 years later, the Parsons Corporation was given the responsibility as the general engineering consultant for engineering work and technical advice for the construction of the new bridge. By the next year, the Windsor Bridge Authority invited proponents to put forward their proposals for the design of the bridge, as well as its maintenance, construction, and financing. 2017 witnessed a meeting between the newly appointed President of the U.S., Donald Trump, and the Canadian Prime Minister, Justin Trudeau. The two governments reiterated the completion of the bridge. Then the next year witnessed the consortium Bridging North America was named under the project's builder, and soon after that, a massive ceremony for the construction of the bridge was held. The bridge is divided into 4 parts. The first one is the bridge itself. The second is the Canadian port of entry, followed by the U.S. port of entry, and lastly, the Michigan interchange. There will be 2 approach bridges in case of any emergency, and the bridge will have a length of 1.5 miles over the river of Detroit. On either side of the river, there will be 2 A-shaped tall towers of 220 meters along with a pair of 425 meters long cantilevers built in the middle. This is constructed to signify the curvature of an ice hockey stick to pay homage to the legendary hockey player Gordie Howe. The structure will be supported by a lot of cables, which will come out directly from the 2 important towers bearing the weight of the road, the tower legs, and the pylons as well. Now, it's time for the concrete to be poured on to connect their top and lower members. After that, the work will be done on the pylon head, where anchor boxes will hold up the cables to join the towers and the bridge decks. We feel that this work will continue for the next few months, and after completion, this area will be easily visible to the people staying in Southwest Detroit and West Windsor. The work on the deck is estimated to begin in 2023. The pedestrian and bicycle path will have a wide area of 11 feet. Well, we must say that the construction of this bridge has come up at the right time, as all the other American bridges across the country are about to reach the end of their lifespan. This project also includes the construction of several new ports of entry that will join Canadian and American bridge terminals. This will be built on an area of the 130-acre site, and guess what? It is going to be the biggest ever port on the Canada-US border in the history of Canada. The US port will be built on an even larger area of 167 acres, making it one of the largest border facilities in North America. Both the ports will have substantial inspection facilities, and the plazas will have sufficient areas to add processing facilities if required. The expected cost behind the project is taken to be around $4.4 billion, and out of that sum, $2.9 billion is for the design, build financing, and phases, and the remaining $1.5 billion will be used in the phases, operations, financing, rehabilitation, and maintenance. Although this is a joint venture, Canada is footing the bill for the effort. Due to this reason, there will be toll stations on the Canadian side, and the investors in this project are hoping to make a fortune through their investments in the project. So with this, we have come to the very end of this video. Although this may look easy, the construction of the bridge has been faced with a lot of challenges, one among them being posed by Manuel Maroon, the owner of the 92-year-old Ambassador Bridge. He has constantly tried to put barriers in the project, as this new bridge will eat up 75% of trade traffic that is currently making use of the Ambassador Bridge. We hope that he doesn't get to create any serious problems. If you have any kind of opinions regarding this matter, do let us know in the comments below. If you like this video, share it with your friends and family. Make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon for fresh updates. Thanks for watching.